What you just saw was Kodak Black getting completely caught off guard by a stranger inside a New York City nightclub. What started as a viral kiss in public quickly turned into something a lot more confusing, because right after that moment, something unexpected unfolded. And now, the full picture is raising real questions. That night, most artists at Kodak's level, rappers with his catalog, his history, his visibility, don't move through spaces like that without layers of protection. Security, ropes, private entries, people managing every interaction. There's a whole system designed to stop exactly this kind of viral moment from happening. And Kodak has never really moved like that. Born Bill Capri, raised in Golden Acres in Pompano Beach, Florida, Kodak has always carried himself differently. He moves through clubs like he's part of the crowd, not above it. He connects with people, lets fans get close, takes pictures, laughs, shakes hands, fully stepping into the energy of the room like he's just another face in it, even when he's clearly the reason the room is lit in the first place. That accessibility isn't random. It's part of his identity. And as the situation shows, it also opens the door for moments exactly like this. So when he showed up at a New York nightclub around April 8, 2026, nobody thought twice about fans being within arm's reach. That's just how a Kodak night goes. There's an unspoken understanding. He stays close, the fans stay close, and most of the time it's all good. Most of the time. That same week, the city had already been treating him right. He hit the April Fool's Comedy Jam at the Barclays Center on April 4th. Big crowd, big energy, solid performance. Around that stretch, he also popped out at Harbor NYC for a rooftop event. He wasn't moving low-key, he was outside, fully tapped into New York nightlife, riding the momentum while everything felt right. And based on the clips circulating from that same night, Kodak was in a very specific vibe. Posted up in the club, drinks flowing, music loud, completely in his element. And he wasn't solo in how he was enjoying the moment. He was getting real close, real comfortable with just Britney, one of the artists under his Sniper Gang label. Videos from earlier in the night showed her dancing on him. The two of them laughing, moving together, locked into that energy. The chemistry wasn't subtle, it was obvious. The crowd saw it. Cameras caught it. And those clips were already making rounds online before the bigger moment even hit. Then it happened. A fan. Somebody in that room, somebody who saw their moment and took it without thinking about what came next, walked straight up to Kodak Black. Fast, bold, no hesitation. And right there, in the middle of the club, in front of everybody, on camera, she planted a kiss on him. The clip, usually between 9 and 12 seconds depending on the repost, captures everything. The approach, the contact, and the immediate aftermath. And in those few seconds, you see Kodak looking genuinely caught off guard in a way people aren't used to seeing. His face right after. That's a man trying to process something his brain didn't prepare for. Wide eyes. Quick turn. That look viewers across every platform described the exact same way in the comments. Way to damn minute. He didn't push her off. Didn't call security. Didn't escalate it into a scene. No shouting. No reaction that could have turned a strange moment into a dangerous one. Instead, he handled it the way he usually does when fans cross that line in real time. He let it pass, processed it quietly, and kept it moving. No confrontación, no chaos. Just that expression doing all the talking. The clip blew up on April 8th, spreading through the pages that push hip-hop content faster than traditional media ever could. World Star Hip-Hop, My Mixtapes, Hip-Hop Ties, Drizzy Inspiration. Once it hit those circuits, it was everywhere. Within hours, every repost had the same type of comment section. People kept describing it with one word: messy. And here's the thing, that mess wasn't really about Kodak. It wasn't even about the kiss itself or how bold it was, or what it says about fan behavior in 2026. The real reason every comment section turned into a full debate was the fan. Specifically, who the fan was and what people thought they were seeing. As of April 9, 2026, the person hasn't been identified publicly. No name, no social handle, no interview, no follow-up. Nobody stepped forward. They appear to have been a completely random clubgoer who made a move and then disappeared back into the crowd like it never happened, leaving the internet with zero context and a whole lot of opinions. That's when the comments started spiraling. That's a dude. That's a lady boy. Y'all reaching. People see what they want to see. Back and forth, non-stop. Then came the memes, the confusion emojis, the quote reposts pulling more people into the conversation. When World Star Hip Hop labeled it, "The internet's confused," that became fuel. People clicked just to understand the confusion. Others came back just to argue. It turned into one of those rare viral moments where the clip itself becomes secondary, and the debate becomes the real content. And if you've followed Kodak's career, even casually, you already know this wasn't some one-off situation. What happened in that New York club on April 8th wasn't random. It was another chapter in a pattern that's been building for years. Fans getting too close, moments getting weird, and Kodak responding the same way every time. Awkward, calm, unbothered, still standing when it's over. That accessibility is the core of it. Most artists at his level create distance. Security, barriers, controlled access. Kodak doesn't move like that. He stays in the mix. He chooses to be in the middle of the energy, not above it. And when you move like that consistently across cities, across years, you collect moments. Some funny, some wild, and some that make people pause. Let's start at the top. The one that still lives in people's heads. The most chaotic, most physical fan interaction caught on camera involving him. September 2022. The Bahamas. Different energy this time, less chaotic, more warm, but the same dynamic underneath. Kodak wasn't performing. He wasn't at an event. He was just walking toward the beach with friends. Casual, relaxed, looking like a regular day. And then a blonde woman spotted him nearby. No hesitación. No second guessing. She didn't stay back wondering if she should approach. She walked straight up to him, reached around and placed her hand on the back of his head, pulling him into a full-body embrace, pressing in close in a way that blurred the line between a hug and something more. Then she leaned back just enough, held his face in her hands, looked him dead in the eyes, and said exactly what was on her mind. "I don't know if you got a girlfriend, but I wanted to kiss you." And then she kissed him on the cheek. After that, she started jumping around, screaming, turned to her friends to announce what just happened, came back again, hugged him, kissed his cheek one more time, said she loved him, and ran off. Kodak Black hugged her the entire time. When she said, "I love you," he said it right back. Then he posted the clip himself on Instagram, calling it pure, touchy-feely love. No awkwardness, no visible discomfort, just Kodak being Kodak, letting fans into his space and treating the moment like something to share, not something to brush past. Then you've got the 2024 stage proposal. A fan at a show in California got on her knees mid-performance and proposed to him. And she wasn't playing, it felt real. Kodak leaned into it, played along, referenced his lyrics, and let the crowd live in that moment without embarrassing her or shutting it down. Nothing came from it, of course. It ended how these things usually do. The clip circulates, people talk for a few days, then it fades. But it stays in that catalog of moments that define how he interacts with fans. And the pattern keeps repeating in smaller ways across his career. There are countless clips of fans, and sometimes people in his own circle, twerking and grinding on him at shows, after parties, VIP sections, and clubs. Some of those videos get so close, so physical, that the comments always say the same thing. They look like they're getting it on right there. He brings fans on stage for dances that go way longer than typical concert interactions. He signs autographs in a way that feels personal, to the point where one meet and greet clip went viral just because he spent nearly 5 full minutes with a single fan signing her shirt. That level of interaction becomes content on its own. And then there's that one clip, short, strange, completely random, where Kodak picked his nose and wiped it on a fan's head. That actually exists. There's no deeper breakdown for that. It just happened. The common thread in all of this is simple. Kodak doesn't create distance. He never has. And because of that, fans, energized by his openness, encouraged by how accessible he is, and aware that the last person who approached him didn't get pushed away, keep stepping in. Most of the time, it stays in that funny, viral, meme-worthy lane instead of turning into something serious. But those moments stack up. Year after year, city after city, show after show, they build. And that April 8th NYC kiss? It's just the latest addition to a list that was already long and still growing. Which means the next time something like this happens, And it will, anyone paying attention won't be surprised. Now, the bigger picture. There's an easy way to tell this story. In that version, it's just a funny nightclub clip. A rapper gets caught off guard. His reaction says everything. The internet debates the fan's identity for 2 days, and then everyone moves on. That version isn't wrong, but it's incomplete. Because Kodak Black has never been a simple story. The man standing in that New York club on April 8, 2026, the one with that shocked expression, is someone whose life adds weight to every viral moment he's part of. This is someone who's done federal time. Someone whose sentence was commuted by a US president. Someone who survived being shot outside a celebrity restaurant in West Hollywood during Super Bowl weekend. Someone who spent much of 2025 caught in a highly public, messy custody battle filled with arrests, legal fights, and social media fallout that left a lasting impact on how people see him. Knowing all that doesn't change what happened in the club, but it changes how you look at it. It shifts the meaning behind the moment. And a big part of that context is his personal life, because it ties directly into the energy of that night, the footage with just Britney, the fan interaction, all of it. As of April 2026, Kodak isn't publicly in a stable relationship. He has 5 children with 4 different women, and his romantic life has been one of the most publicly discussed and complicated in hip-hop. Not because he's chasing attention, but because real situations in his life keep playing out in public whether he wants them to or not. His longest and easily most turbulent relationship has been with Miranda Johnson, a realtor and reality TV figure from Wags to Riches, who came into his life around 2017 and has been on and off with him ever since. They share 2 kids together, a daughter, Queen Yuri, and a son. For years, the relationship moved in cycles. Breakups, reconciliations, quiet stretches, then small social media hints that things were either solid or falling apart. But in 2025, everything spilled into public view in February 2025. Miranda filed for emergency custody, bringing forward allegations that included domestic violence, absence as a father, and failure to provide financial support that matched his actual income. She cited Florida's Grayson's Law legislation requiring courts to consider prior domestic violence in custody decisions as the basis for her filing. She also claimed that Kodak and his mother had taken their son without informing her and told her she would never see him again. The filings were detailed, serious, and they hit the internet fast. Kodak's legal team pushed back immediately, calling the accusations a money grab. They filed countersuits for defamation and vehicle damage, alleging Miranda had smashed the windshields of several of his luxury cars. Both sides went to court. Both sides stayed active publicly. Court filings, social media posts, blog coverage. It all unfolded in real time, giving the public a front-row seat to something deeply personal at the same time. Miranda faced multiple arrests throughout 2025 tied to incidents connected to the same situation. A fight at their daughter Queen Yuri's birthday party involving other mothers of Kodak's children, a separate nightclub altercation that led to battery and criminal mischief charges, and another incident at a courthouse that added more legal issues. This wasn't isolated drama. It spread across multiple relationships, multiple households, and multiple legal cases happening at once. They reached a settlement in September 2025. A parenting plan was finalized. Lawsuits on both sides were dropped, and Miranda has since been referred to as his ex-girlfriend. Legally, it was resolved. But the impact it had on his public image going into 2026 didn't just disappear. That stays with the story. Before Miranda, there was Mellow Rax, the influencer and rapper he was engaged to around 2021. Their breakup was messy, unresolved, and it resurfaced in 2025 when she collaborated with NBA YoungBoy after Kodak publicly dissed him. Old clips came back. Old accusations resurfaced. The internet reacted the way it always does, loud, divided, and relentless. And then there's just Britney. Back to that night. Back to the club. Officially, she's an artist signed to Kodak's Sniper Gang label. That's the formal relationship. But the footage from March and April 2026, especially from that same NYC night where the fan kiss happened, tells a story that doesn't feel strictly business. Clips show her dancing on him, the two of them close, laughing, taking shots, moving with a level of comfort that people online immediately picked up on. Comment sections started labeling her his new girlfriend regardless of what's officially confirmed. And Kodak himself has admitted in past interviews that the line between business and personal with women on his label isn't always clear. Nothing beyond the professional tie is confirmed, but nothing about that footage looks purely professional either, and the internet has already drawn its own conclusions. Now, the legal history, because you can't tell the full Kodak Black story without it. His issues with the law date back to October 2015, when he was 18, accused of forcing people into a vehicle at gunpoint in Pompano Beach after suspecting them of breaking into his home. The charges included robbery, battery, kidnapping, and false imprisonment. That moment marked the beginning of a long, ongoing relationship with the legal system, one that would shape his life just as much as his music. In February 2016, a young woman accused him of sexual assault at a hotel in Florence, South Carolina, following a show. The charge, first-degree criminal sexual conduct, was one of the most serious under state law, carrying a potential sentence of up to 30 years. The case moved slowly through the courts for 5 years. In April 2021, he accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to a reduced charge of first-degree assault and battery. He received 18 months of probation, no additional prison time, and issued an apology in court as part of the agreement. If this video gave you a new perspective, hit that subscribe button and stay tapped in. We don't just bring you the headlines, we break down the full story, every layer, every detail, no fluff. And trust me, this Kodak situation isn't over yet. There's more coming, more angles, and more updates you don't want to miss.